This?
We are live. I don't know, Tim,
Sign
but
in.
we can hear you great.
Okay.
Welcome. We are live for this Thank Toss. It's Friday. Someone asked, when am I going to do another Thank Toss? It's Friday. You asked, and we are here. Not sure why. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. But anyway, we have Dan, as you can see here. We got Steve, Tim, and Ron from Canada. This is truly
Hello.
an international show. What a bargain. So,
There we go. You're out live.
so for all my Arch user friends, you can see the banner. Arch users are unstable. It's just a joke. But just having fun with the banners here on StreamYard, a fantastic alternative to Zoom or whatever that you use. I kind of like this the best in Skype for the freebie versions. In fact, we were just talking that Zoom may add ads to Zoom in the free version. Boo, we don't want that. So anyway, welcome. For those of you who watch this on the repeat, say hi, have a question, stuck on something, post it in the comments below, and maybe I'll try to answer it. You know. So someone had asked a question on double-sided printing in Linux. If the printer is capable, it should be able to. If the printer is not capable, and I think that's only select printers, I think, as far as I know, for double-sided printing. I don't do that personally, but I'm actually might be in the market for a new printer. My HP here off camera needs ink. I don't think I want to spend $40 for ink. I'm going to see if I can find a $50 printer, a new printer that comes with ink. With the
With new
1 year
printers,
warranty.
if it's kind of a crapshoot with Linux, whether they'll work or not on a brand new printer. If you're lucky,
Epson and HP is the way to go. Yeah.
I
All
won't
that
do
works pretty
HP.
well.
They have a rotten business model.
Okay.
How so?
They just work for me. Yeah. So but
I've been using
yeah.
Brothers for a couple years now,
I
and
hear
Okay.
Brothers are okay. I have an
Yeah. Not.
Epson. It works as long as I can get the antique drivers from
Hmm.
many moons ago to work with a distro.
Okay. Vincenzo is in the house.
we'll let him. We'll let him.
Vincenzo, you're not being respectful to the family. I sent you an invitation. You need to reply and show some respect, okay?
Hello,
Vincenzo,
Sleepy.
come on, man. It's been a while.
My brother from
So,
down under.
yes, from Australia. Of course,
Yes.
his seasons are reversed. When it's cold here, it's warm over there. So lucky you. Anyway, here's to the Australians. Cheers.
Absolutely.
A quick joke. What do you call a magic dog? A labracadabrador.
Okay.
And then there was
Oh,
crickets. Okay, well, sorry. Hey, what do you want for free, okay? Jeez. Anyway, the one I told last week was better. It made Anselm crack up. The joke was, what did the fisherman say to the magician? Pick a cod, any cod.
Oh God!
I thought that was clever.
He
What,
just about lost it, man. That was funny.
what else would a fisherman say? Pick a cod. Here you go. Anyway, try to keep the jokes clean. It's a family show. So Vincenzo is having lunch. Okay, fine. After you have your lunch, you can jump on. I have room for one more. I could fit a total of 6 people here. So, you know, there was something about Australia last week. I forget what the story was. Anyway,
Submarine deal.
a submarine. Is that what it was? Okay.
Yeah,
Things real
France,
quiet.
Oh, okay. Hmm.
France and Australia. Australia apparently decided to pull out
Okay.
of
Well,
a deal to
oh.
have France make a whole whack of submarines.
Got it. Okay. Well, I'll sleep better at night. I don't know, but
Hmm?
all right. So we are nearing the end of another year. So let me ask Dan, what is the top tech story of the year for you? Pick
Well,
one. One.
just one.
Yeah, just one. If you had to pick the numero uno,
I would have to say for my camp and all the people I know around me, it's the Steam Deck.
okay.
And it's because of all the rate rising prices and PC parts and everything else is um if the games come out any more complicated and use require higher graphics and all that other stuff, you're not gonna be able to afford a PC to have an enjoyable experience on them, and I would go with the Steam Deck if you want just one.
I would say that's a big. I just saw Vince saying, "Oh yeah, we peed the French off. No croissants for us." Okay, that's one for Steve, for Vincenzo, and 0 for me. Okay. Anyway, yeah. Steve, what's your top tech story of the year?
The release of Linux 11.
Linux
Oh, I'm
11?
sorry, Windows 11. Never mind.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. I actually don't have one.
That's my top story, by the way. Not just the release, but how well it works better than Linux, than GNOME Linux. It's faster than my GNOME Linux on the same machine. 10-year-old desktop.
I'll let you
I'm
finish with
stunned.
everybody, and then I have another one to
All
throw in the
right.
pot. Let's see if
Tim-
someone else can dig it
All
up.
right, Tim, give me the number
Yes.
one tech story of the year. Tim, your number one tech story of the year.
My number one text story.
Technology.
Oh, tech.
Yeah.
Well, again, I haven't even been on the computers that much due to everything here. You know how I feel about sacrilege, so
Yes, sacrilege
I'm
OS.
just yeah.
My Windows.
I'm just sticking with my Linux. You know what I love? I love the
I know you have an
Ubuntu
Ubuntu.
MX.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ubuntu MX and Antics. Of course, Pop, and
Yeah.
I'm
I
Debian
remember.
based.
Yeah.
And
Sure.
I think I sent you
Yeah.
one of your live streams. I don't have the patience for Arch at the moment,
I understand. Yeah.
and I've been on this for 7 years now, and still a noob, and I guess proud of it. So, but
I
no,
understand, yeah.
I am very happy with my Linux operating systems, and
Cool.
of course, my daughter, she has to use Windows for Loyola
Right.
because they gave her a Lenovo computer for her classes.
Lenovo's good. That's
Yeah,
what I
very
have
good
for it.
com-
It's good.
very good laptop.
It's good.
But
Yeah.
of course-
Lenovo's are pretty good too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're
I got
awesome
a Chromebook,
machines.
4K Chromebook, Lenovo, 2-in-1 tablet, touchscreen. They are excellent. Yeah.
No, they're awesome machines, and of course, she does the Apple Mac that she has, but
Yeah.
I stay up to date with the Windows because just in case she has a problem, with it, and I can, I go back with it. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
I'm very happy with what we've been on, and
Okay.
for all this time.
Okay. Ron,
And I know that
your
I know
top
that
tech
MX
story of the year.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah, we'll let Ron jump in. Yeah.
Yeah,
Ron, your
mine,
tech story.
My perspective is skewed somewhat because I'm in the IT industry,
Ah.
but supply chain issues, just getting parts.
Yes, that would be a
And,
top story. Yeah.
It is such a horrendous, I
Yeah.
don't know, 8-9 months now, and apparently
Yeah.
it's going to go all the way to fall of next year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Just fulfillment, and you're breaking contracts, and
Yeah.
for
I
a
know.
lot of my peers, it's the difference between being in the red or the black. I mean, 2020 during pandemic was a banner year for most of folks in IT industry, including us. But 2021 is shaping up to be the polar opposite.
Yeah.
Not because of lack of business, but just getting components,
Yeah.
to do
Yeah.
the thing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah, the chip shortage and all that. That would be a top story. It's
Absolutely.
I saw the news. They're working 24/7 out west on the shipping docks.
oh yeah.
One of the foremen said, "We needed this. We got help from the White House. Blah blah blah." So yeah, now that we're doing 7 days a week, expect things to get back to normal by next spring. Okay.
I'm not buying that at all.
Yeah. Well.
Yeah, I mean, a container going from a ship cost of like $5,000 for the one way
Yeah.
to about 22,000 US. That
Oh.
really changes the dynamics of what actually gets stuffed into that container, right? So a lot of lower costs.
I'm not in the
key
business.
commodities,
I
they
don't
just
know.
Don't come.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know, but
So-
it's probably going to be another year till we get back to normal.
Yeah, I think so.
That's how I figure. I mean, the last pandemic lasted 2 years plus, so here we go again, right? No, well, history does
That's
repeat
true.
itself.
yeah.
Because humans are stupid. But yeah, my tech story has to be Windows 11. I was not expecting it to run as good. I'm disappointed. I can't make fun of it. Not yet. It was so I was like, man, this really works better. You know, and my GNOME Linux Zorin OS 16 Pro, which is great, by the way. Nothing against Zorin, but Windows 11 is faster. It's easy to use, and it's funny. About a few hours ago, I fired up my Ubuntu laptop, the latest Ubuntu, what is it, 21 something, and I recorded a video. I have to edit everything that's wrong with GNOME. And once you see it, you guys know what I mean. It's all the simple stuff that they can't get right after 10 years. It's embarrassing. It's unacceptable. It's stupid. I'm talking just plain vanilla. No tweaking, no extensions. I can see why DT hates it. I think plain GNOME, just plain, I think it sucks. I hate this because I still like Ubuntu, you know, because it's stable. But plain GNOME is awful. It makes no sense, none whatsoever.
I'd have to agree. It's not something on my
10 years. I mean, it came out when Unity
list.
came out. 10 years in development. I mean, what the fuck are developers? Sorry, we're like, what are they thinking of? I hate to say that, but what
It's
are they
okay.
thinking?
No, you're real. You're real.
Seriously, what are they thinking of after 10 years? Right?
And the thing, you know, for me, it just flies in the face of what the word means. A desktop, by definition, has stuff you're working on. And the equivalent on the computer screen is stuff you click on, stuff you open. You file away, you want to take a look. Oh, yeah, there it is, just like you would on your desk. So to remove all of the features that make using a desktop,
I don't know. I don't get it. I
don't
seriously
either.
I seriously don't get it. And you know, and I'm fairly patient after all the. You know, I try to give something a chance, even Windows a chance. You know,
yeah.
try to be fair, try to see things in a neutral way. But after 10 years, I'm like, I don't get it. But luckily, there are other choices. That's why Mate should be the default desktop for Windows users.
Some of the developers would make they make a fairly earnest point about, well, it's a desktop. GNOME is a desktop that gets out of your way. And I just don't
No,
see
it
how
don't.
that
It's the
is
opposite.
possible. It is the opposite.
Because
It's
I'm playing like,
a
why can't
bloody
I do
brick
this?
wall.
Where's that? Why can't I do
Where's
this? Why
anything?
can't where? Right? It's like it
And
doesn't
you
make
get so
sense.
angry and frustrated that
You know, see when it first came out, okay, we'll give it time. You know, it takes time. So I was patient. Now we're 2021. When Windows 11 blows away GNOME Linux, that's bad.
yeah.
You know. So.
and it's still just as heavy as it ever was.
It's heavier.
Yes.
It's slower than Windows 11.
Man, it's heavier than
Yeah.
a pound cake.
GNOME is slow. I mean, come on.
Go back
And
to
Windows
about
uses more RAM, and it's still fast.
700 to 800
God.
megs. And today
Yeah,
it's like 1.1, 1.2 gigs just for a plain vanilla install. So now.
Well, you know, look, we've all tried. I've certainly tried to convince Windows users to at least try to switch over to Linux if you can't completely. But GNOME Linux is not helping the cause, not one bit. You know, luckily we have Ubuntu Mate, Linux Mint, and other. Zorin Lite is good. Linux Lite, luckily. But man, if all we had was Genome, as I like to call it, Linux, that's bad.
And
Anyway,
I don't know what it
yeah.
takes for Ubuntu to just capitulate and say, okay, second bet was it was a loss.
maybe they should have went with XFCE, or I really don't know.
Yeah, that's probably
I
backward
really
looking,
don't
but
know.
something along the line of Cinnamon, even though politically it's probably not going to be acceptable.
Cinnamon's okay. I have it on one of my ThinkPads,
It's
although
just
I
for
don't
somebody
use my
stepping out of
ThinkPads.
the Windows
yeah.
world into Linux world.
Yeah.
There's no requirement for relearning something or learning something.
I don't
new.
know.
You just step right into it. So.
Vincenzo says, you old farts just need to adopt to the Genome way. Screw you. Cheers, Vincenzo. Linux Addict is in the house. Welcome, Linux Addict. I don't know if you've been on the show before, but welcome.
Cheers.
That's right, Vince. Adopt the GNOME way.
The GNOME way. No, with all the extensions and modifications is fine, just like Pop OS.
Until you do an update, apparently, then everything
But
breaks.
you shouldn't have to do that. Well, not in Zorn. Zorn with the updates is fine. But you shouldn't have to go through hoops to make something functionable. Can you imagine if Windows 11 was like GNOME? All the jokes out there? Can you imagine if it was stripped down like GNOME? It'd be embarrassing.
My daughter's got a recent vintage, recent being like, it's only about 3 months old, a laptop.
Yeah.
It's one of these big beast ThinkPads, the
Yeah.
P17. She chucked Windows 11 on it about, I guess about 3 weeks now it's been going on. And she said everything runs, including her old Windows 95 apps,
Nice.
and nothing breaks. It's faster. She can't say that the machine runs cooler, but the fan goes on full tilt less
Okay.
for the same suite of software.
Yeah,
whatever that means.
To be clear, I don't use Windows that much or Windows 11 that much, but in my brief time that I've had it with, no updates have crashed the system yet. I'm waiting, but so far, I'm impressed. I mean, it's the best Windows since Windows 7.
Must be because of that center taskbar, you think?
Yeah, I don't know. Whatever it is,
Yeah, well,
Microsoft
that's what
said
most of the people are complaining about is that they've taken all the taskbar functionality,
Well, I'm
right
sure
click
that
features out.
I know that made it more GNOME style, but no, I'm sure that'll come back with the updates. I did notice that, but I'm sure that'll come back. It's brand new, so you know. But in terms of speed and everything working so far, it looks great.
I wonder if that that English fella, English Bob,
English Bob.
if he's done a theming for XP yet on it.
I don't know.
Oh, I love when
I know he
comes
was
to
truck
stuff like
gaming on it a couple days ago.
that. Oh, okay.
I don't know. Who's got the background noise?
Yeah, but you know what?
sorry
That
there.
background noise is pretty cool.
Do you like that?
Oh yeah.
It's outside.
Yeah, I just-
Either
your
that or
guitar's
somebody
feedback and
or somebody had too much Taco Bell, man, or something.
No, I was just putting the charger on the phone for a little bit.
Got it. Okay. All right.
That's all that was.
Let's.
No, the thing about Windows, since
Yeah.
you bring it up, I mean, I don't know. I got to the point a long time ago, Carmine, that I couldn't stand anything that looked like Windows. So
I understand.
GNOME, I loved the way GNOME looked, especially Unity back in the day.
Yeah.
And of course, I use XFCE and
Yes.
Fluxbox with Fluxbox
Yeah.
with Antics. It's just awesome, just like OpenBox. But I don't know. I think it's the whole conglomerate thing with Windows and with them, and I don't know. I like what we do in Linux.
Yeah, I would
I
have to
just
agree.
like I like our underground. I love our friendships.
I
and
totally agree. Totally
Windows
agree.
doesn't compare to it, and I'd
Well,
rather
see-
do with. Let me ask you a question. Since you're talking about that, it's faster than GNOME or GNOME. How much hard drive space is it using just to get that operating system running? Besides anything working on it, compared to Ubuntu.
Yeah, it was a lot.
I didn't really.
Yeah, compared to
its
Ubuntu.
requirements are 60
It's
gigabytes.
it's
Yeah.
a lot.
That's crazy.
I mean, it is, but I was really looking more at stability and speed.
Okay.
I wasn't looking at storage capacity. I mean, yeah, it's a lot, but
Well, it requires that kind of storage capacity because it does a recovery thing. And
right,
it needs
right.
disk space to actually create
It makes
recovery,
sense.
And
recovery
a lot
feature.
of libraries.
It makes
for
sense. Like,
backward
yeah,
compatibility.
it's a lot, but I'm cool with that because it didn't affect the speed or stability of it.
And storage
Mark
is
is in the
cool,
house.
so
Welcome,
that-
Mark. And Papal Penguin. Oh, Derek is in the house. Welcome, Derek. How are you? But
Let me say hi.
yeah,
everybody.
I dual boot it on my machine off camera here. And my next, I'm by the way, I'm watching Hallmark. I think it's a Chromebook Christmas. It's called or something. Chromebook Girls. No, but I wish.
boy.
But I am watching the Hallmark Channel. Lovely blondes. Hello there. Anyway, sorry. My mind.
Another piece of tech news that came out recently is Intel's releasing their latest processor. It's a dual utility type processor. It has performance cores and it has efficiency cores. and I think they call it Alter Lake. It's like 1299K is the number for it.
Okay.
And the hardware guys have been going nuts over it because it blows away the latest Ryzen processors that are for sale, and it's priced really close to them, within a couple $100.
Okay.
Here's the kicker, though: the motherboard to make the processor work is like $500.
Holy moly!
And it runs on DDR5 RAM. I mean, everything on the motherboards are all spec'd up.
Yeah, it's all latest. Yeah.
So it's like the next generation of junk they're gonna dump on us.
I got lucky, man. I got this Optiplex Dell 7010 that's still rocking it with just 8 gigs of RAM.
Yeah, you got the Altiplex, Miniplex, Cineplex.
Do you have the tower, or is it the mini one?
It's the full tower. Yeah,
I got the
here. Yeah,
I got the 7010, but it's the smaller one that lays flat with the.
Yeah, they're okay. It's just hard to work on it. I added a graphics card to boost up it just a notch, but no, it's it's
it's a good it's a good computer. You got i5 in it or i3?
i7.
i7. Okay.
Yeah,
I got i5.
i7. I can do everything fast except 4K video. It slogs, but I don't do that much in 4K anyway. But no, it's been reliable. We can't complain. This originally had Windows 7, I think, come to think of it. But
you could boost up that memory all the way to 32 easily.
Yeah.
So could I.
I had 16, but there was something wrong with the RAM. I took out 2 of the chips and reseated the other RAM slots, and it seems okay. But 8 gigs of RAM for this is fine, So, yeah.
I have a curious question. Well, curious to me anyhow. If Windows 7 was still a thing, it was still updated, supported. How many people here would be treating it as their primary, like their main driver?
Oh, I would still have Windows 7 if it was supported. Absolutely.
I have to say, so would I.
It's simple. It's simple. Yeah. It was.
So would I.
I would have to say I'm still using it in a virtual machine to run Microsoft money.
That's exactly what I use it for. Adobe products in my case.
Yeah.
It doesn't connect to the internet anymore because I got it blocked, but that's my primary thing. I use Windows 10 in a virtual machine so I can at least get my phone to access iTunes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, what got me to Linux was because they forced Windows 10 from Windows 7 because I was a Windows 7 user.
That's the only reason I'm here.
Yeah, even
that's how
Windows,
That's how I started.
I'm here.
Even Windows 10, which I'm using Windows 10 tonight. Make sure I got all the updates. The updates have not broken my system in Windows 10. I know there's been a lot of horror stories, but so far for me on this Dell, it nothing fancy. I don't have water cooling or nothing. It's the Windows 10 update. I've not broken my system. But
for me, it's not the breakage. It's just that you come back from sleep, or if you
I know.
if you reboot, and it says, "Oh, applying updates. Please wait." And 7 minutes later, I'm still waiting.
No, in the multiple reboots. That's why I like Chromebook. You reboot once and it's done.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
it's awesome. It's awesome. Yeah.
Well, I don't have a Chromebook, but I still have that Neverware from Cloud Ready on one of my old HPs. And I tell you what, Carmine, that thing still is operating like crazy. It works.
I have
great.
the Chromebook in my garage here to the left, and when I'm cleaning the car, working on it, basically Chromebook. I open the lid, log in, I'm online. It's like 6-7 seconds. It's unreal, the speed. And then it says there are updates. Please restart when you want to. It doesn't force you like Windows. I'm like, okay, I'll restart later. But that's how fast. I've never had a virus, a bug, nothing, zero. And that's why really the only true mass marketed competitor to Windows is the Chromebook. I hate to say that, but that's it. Because they start at $200 or higher, up to $1,000. They just work. It's Gen 2 base. It is Linux based. They just work. I know people don't want to. Well, that's not true Linux. So how can you look? You think mom and pop is going to care? The fireman or the nurse if it's Gen 2 base or the philosophy of Linux? They won't care. It just works. Especially now, and life is rough now with this pandemic. They want something just to plug it in, plug and play. Now more than ever, people need plug and play and just go. Anyway.
Well, they choose Gen 2 and they call it Linux, but it's special Linux because with Gen 2 you build everything for your hardware and all that from scratch.
Yeah. Yeah,
I mean,
well,
you
it's,
choose how many cores your kernel's going to support out of your processor and everything else. I mean,
you know,
it's like starting,
Chromebooks.
it's like
Yeah,
building a house from the foundation on up.
Chromebooks are in Walmart, and you know Chromebooks have arrived when it's in a Walmart. You know, there's only one or two I see, but still, it ain't bad. You know. Anyway, but yeah,
It's all over here. It's in Walmart,
Good.
Costco. It's in
Good.
Best Buy.
nice. Yeah,
It's crazy. It's everywhere.
yeah.
Kids dig
Yeah.
it.
They work. Let's do some news and nonsense. How does that sound?
Have to leave.
All right, let's see what we have here. Do we have any people in Minnesota? Minnesota police called to break up a fight between two bald eagles. They got two birds on the ground. I think they're being
They
arrested.
were buzzards. No, I'd understand. that.
Bald eagles. They just spread out on the ground. It's almost like they understand human talk. Spread it, and they got their wings spread on the ground. So they were fighting over something. I don't know. I think one eagle said Ubuntu Mate. No, Gentoo. F you. No, and they got arrested. I don't know. But. Seriously, though, this is not a joke. They got two bald eagles to break up. Cops had to break up a fight.
Oh my lord.
Well, luckily they weren't armed. But yeah. Anyway, that's for our Minnesota friends. All right. Let's see. Some Italian news.
Uh-oh.
Italian couple confronted by endangered bear on balcony. A Marsican brown bear, I don't know, was spotted bathing in the fountain di San Donato Val di Comino, Italy, just days before a couple in the nearby village of Pescolino found on the balcony of their home. I think the bear smelled the pizza and wanted a bite. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't hear too much about bears and Italians. You just, yeah.
Want a bite of something?
I guess so.
I got the problem with these Canadian bowling balls flying over my house, man, dropping crap all over everything.
Okay.
I go outside with a shotgun and drop one for dinner, except they're endangered too, and I wind up behind bars eating garbage.
All right, North Dakotans. Anybody watching this late from North Dakota? Hi, welcome. Escaped cow goes running on North Dakota highway. But this is the funny part. This happened Sunday. The cow's whereabouts are still unknown. What kind of police you have over there in North Dakota?
Yeah.
I'm just saying,
Oh, my
it's a
Lord.
big cow, not a little rat, you know. Whatever.
Moo.
Moo. Okay. This is a very unusual. You know how we say a crappy story of I don't give an SHIT? Well, a woman ran a marathon and she finished it. God bless. A woman who pooped her pants halfway through a marathon and ran with it in her shorts until she crossed the finish line to achieve a personal record. Now she says she did it because she wanted to finish the race and didn't give an SHIT in spite of actually giving an SHIT.
She kept on going at that finish line for the nearest can.
Well, she says I didn't give a SA, but you actually did give an SHIT, but it was in your favor. Anyway, she crossed the finish line and she beat a personal best. Man,
Had to be some rough cheeks in there.
Yeah.
talk about a Steam Deck. I couldn't resist. Sorry.
Behind her.
Look it up. It's in California. Hey, it's California. So like
Oh, there
anything
you go,
goes.
California.
Yeah, anything goes. God bless the California. You know, when someone, that's why I like help. When you're determined, you're going to do it no matter, even if shit gets in the way. Okay, all right. Well, all right. So any of you like Pop-Tarts? I guess
I do
not.
occasionally.
A New York woman sues Kellogg's for $5 million over frosted strawberry Pop-Tarts. The suit claims the Pop-Tarts have an insufficient amount of strawberries. I thought they tasted like cardboard lately. No, just kidding.
Yeah,
Just
they
kidding.
do. They've made them cheap. I get the non-frosted
Okay, so
ones.
I don't eat them
Ugh.
that much, but okay, so it's she's suing because insufficient amount of Pop-Tarts.
Yeah, artificial strawberry.
Okay, well, I guess we'll find out where the suit goes, but Yeah, I like the chocolate.
I hope she wins. For Pop-Tart eaters everywhere, I hope she gets the gold.
Vince was saying on the previous, it would have been fast if she just dropped the extra weight, but a bump bump.
Vincent.
Yeah, dropping a pound, half a pound.
That's Vince.
That's Vincenzo. Yeah, God love this. God love the Australians. Okay.
Straight.
All right. Anyway, did you hear about the Amazon driver who got fired? An Amazon
Vaguely.
driver got fired. These are true stories, by the way. An Amazon driver that's on camera. How could I say this with a straight face? But I will.
Okay.
An Amazon driver got fired after scantily clad woman caught slipping out the back door,
Yes, I saw that.
which gives a new meaning to the term sex drive.
Basically
Yeah.
called bada boom, bada bing.
Bada
right?
bing, bada boom. Anyway, he got caught driving, and I guess in 9 months she'll have her own delivery. Bada boom.
Yeah. Did you see the
Guess he
look on her
takes his
face?
loving on the run, huh?
There are
Did you see
so
the
many.
look on her face when she walked out of that truck?
I see it now.
It's
I see
hilarious.
it now. Oh, and then I guess this is posted on TikTok, coming out of the package out of the truck. Of course, he was just showing her his package. Yeah, okay, all right, but boom.
Oh well.
Hey,
People.
it's been a rough couple of years. People got to have some fun. Look, God bless the driver. He's doing his job, and
Extracurricular activity.
yeah,
Okay.
whatever. Well, look, maybe she needed a ride or something. I don't know.
Yeah, she got it right. All right.
Or maybe he was testing a product. That's all that I can say because it's a family show.
Okay.
Anyway, so, but yeah. Actually, Amazon is hiring not too far from here. They built a new warehouse here close to Pittsburgh. So, but I have not seen blondes coming out of the back of the truck. So, yeah, not yet.
I get same-day service now from them.
Good.
If I order before noon, I will get it before
Nice.
dinner.
Nice.
If they have it at this warehouse or wherever it is
Nice.
around here.
Nice. Yeah. Look, if you can't find it in the stores or you're still scared to shop, yeah, I use Amazon when I can, considering the closest computer store is 60 miles away, just like the theater, Anyway, but so those are the top stories for this week.
You are in Dean Martin country.
I am indeed Martin country. Yes, yes. Everybody loves some Linux sometime. Anyway, Dina Martin, by the way, speaking of Dean Martin, his daughter does a live concert thing every Friday on Facebook. Check her out, Dina Martin. I met her.
Okay.
Nice lady, yeah. Yeah, she has a voice too, of course, like her dad. So yeah. Speaking of Dino, I remember a long time Dean Martin had a comedy show and he did a spoof of a song. Strangers in the Night. He'd write, that song, right? So he's singing it. Strangers in the night. At first she hugged me. Strangers in the night. And then she mugged me. Good old Dino, but anyway. So.
Yeah, he was a character. My dad reminded me of him. They kind of looked alike, my father and Mr. Dean Martin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The story goes.
Just a bit.
Yeah, the story goes Dino Crocetti was his name. He was really a nobody. He went to Atlantic City, trying to make $1. And the story goes he went to one of the nightclubs thing, and one of the comedians, one of the singers got sick and bowed out, and they needed someone. So the nightclub owner gave Dino a shot. It was with Jerry Lewis, and the rest is history, like 1946 or something. And that's the story that I heard. Gave him a shot, and then things clicked. And he was the first singer to knock off the Beatles off the #1 charts. Do you know what the song was? 1965? Knocked the Beatles off, and Dino predicted he would. The song was called "Everybody Loves Somebody Sometime."
You just say it.
It's a classic song 60 years later, right? Whatever. Everybody, but that's true. Everybody, and you can change the words. Everybody, somebody sometime. Yeah, but everybody. There were two versions of that. There was a slow version, didn't do well, but the faster version did well, hit the #1, I think. Yeah. So, anyway.
Yeah, I love the movies that he did with even John Wayne that were just really
Yeah,
funny.
I liked him in Mad Helm. He did a spoof of the Bond
Yeah.
movies. Mad Helm, yeah, those were good. So, if we have anybody new in the chat that's never been on before and wants to say hello, now's your chance. And keep us entertained. So, yeah. That's why I do these at different times. So, hard to believe another year has almost gone by.
Yeah, it's gone. Every year goes quicker.
Seems that way, yeah.
They're going faster and faster, man.
Although
Yeah.
last year
Yes, they
seems
are.
slower because
Not
of
liking that.
being locked out. It seems slower last year, but this year seems fast as we get back to normal slowly.
Summer came and went in a blink of an eye.
Isn't it crazy what's happening traffic-wise on the roads? Like, I'm in Canada. We don't have that many people here, but 500,000 people in 3 towns stuck together kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
During the lockdown, it was just total bliss.
Yes.
You could go biking forever, crossing
Yes.
the road without looking
Yes.
both ways.
Yeah,
all
yeah.
good.
Yeah.
And now, since the summer started, since June-ish, oh my God. It seems thicker traffic than before the pandemic had hit.
Well,
I think it's just
people.
my-
It's all this
my
pent-up
perspective.
frustration from last year. People.
And yet
people
we
are
have a
social.
worker shortage.
Yeah.
We do here too.
I mean, how do you do the math on this? It's kind of really fuzzy. You have all these
Yeah.
people out driving around, but nobody's doing anything, working the stores or anywhere, or doing anything useful. But they're all out burning gas. It's like twice the price it used to be.
It comes down to this, at least in my neck of the woods. Social assistance is about $18 an hour. An entry-level job is $16 an hour. What do?
Yeah.
That's part of it, but again,
Around
there's
here.
two sides to there. But in the U.S., there's more, obviously, two sides to a story. So this is what I think is what's going on. There are a lot of people maybe who got sick from COVID, have been, maybe are still recovering. Maybe they are taking someone who has recovered. Okay. Maybe they're still sick. Maybe they're scared to go back to work for fear of getting sick. Maybe
There
they
is
almost
that.
died. We still don't have affordable child care. I know Biden is trying to put something in the bill, but that moron from Manchin from West Virginia is tying it up. Taking care of moms like, Tim, what? Of course, Tim is retired, but I'm just saying, don't blame it all. At least don't blame it all on people who are too lazy to go to work.
Oh,
Look,
I'm not saying they're lazy. They're
yeah.
just incentivized.
Right,
to,
decentivized. Right. Now that's certainly part of it. But if you're a single parent and you can't find affordable child care, because the government won't freaking help you, which is wrong.
The child care issue has been a many year situation.
Yeah.
Even when I was working, the child care it was like a few $100s a week.
Mm-hmm.
To have someone watch your kid in a professional environment where you had to actually go out and make the job pay that and make more to take home. It was always a very unstable thing to choose from.
I think what's happening as you see wages go up, I followed Bernie Sanders for years. I know they called him all kinds of names, but he is a smart cookie. He predicted marijuana would be legalized. He predicted gay marriage. He predicted a lot of things as humans evolve, and he predicted the minimum wage should be $15 an hour or more. But like Ron was saying, does it make sense to go to work to be broke? You could not go to work and still be broke. So I go to work, right? Where's that? It's like, Biden said something and made sense. He says, it's all about a sense of respect and being part of society and being, knowing that you're worth something or something like that, self-esteem. And he was right, while the billionaires get richer and richer and don't pay taxes. That's not right either, So people are basically wising up down here in the States, But, there's a lot of factors, so, if somebody chooses not to go to work or can't, I don't blame them, So, Hi, Spin Viking. Welcome. We're trying to solve world hunger tonight, in case you haven't known. Just kidding, but here on the channel. But anyway, yeah, it's the jobs are out there if you're healthy or look, if you're single and no kids or nothing and now's the best time. Now is the best time. Pick and choose, name your weight, especially now. Like if you're a nurse with experience, you walk into one of these hospitals where there's a staff shortage and they're desperate. You can walk into a certain hospital, I bet you, and say, I will sign on a contract. I'll work here a year, but I want $100,000 up front. I bet you they will give it to you if you are an experienced nurse because they need you.
Well, it's the same thing.
You got to sign a contract, but they'll give you the $100,000. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing with drivers, Carmine. They really raised the wages for them, but they got a bunch of incompetent people out on the roads.
No, I know you mentioned it. Yeah.
We've gone through that before in the past when we talked about it.
It's funny here. One of the colleges has a driving school for truckers that I see when I go to the mall. They see, I don't know if it's any good. I really haven't checked, but no, I know there's still a shortage of truckers and proper wages.
Yeah, they don't give the experience like we talked about. That's the whole problem.
Yeah, I totally agree. I know we talked about that one show like that. Totally agree. Yeah.
And again, my thing is this. Yeah, I take care of mom. I'm 60, and I did it for over 35 years, and I don't want to do it again. But if I were to choose to,
maybe.
Listen. Back in '95 when Clinton did the NAFTA deal and it basically screwed the American worker. Okay, it really did. Dropped all the wages down, and I don't know. I'm not too. I don't want to go talk political, but I'm not too happy with what they've done.
Yeah.
But now all of a sudden with this, you got people that with this pandemic, I mean, let them go to work. They were here first. What do you call them? I lose the train of thought here. First responders, that take care of everybody, give them their due. They're incredible people.
Yeah, I totally
They're
agree.
incredible people.
Well, the problem with them, there's first responders, and a lot of them probably have decided to leave the job market, but they went through a pandemic and were forced to work 18, 20-hour shifts at a time, and just they're burnt out.
Sure.
It's like the corporate ladder. The corporate ladder will burn you out if you get into that environment and let you. They'll tell you you'll make X amount of money if you work extra hard. You'll get to this level, and and next thing you know, they got you in a burnout situation trying to get to that next stair on the staircase.
I think in today's environment, especially during a pandemic, it is irresponsible to give tax cuts to the rich. Any person, any party, any president who goes for that should be voted out, thrown out immediately, because it does nothing to help us, the working class.
No, it don't.
And both parties are guilty of this. You got these lobbyists on both sides. That's why I don't believe in political parties, because I told my son, I said, Michael, have you noticed that no matter who's president, I keep seeing the same potholes over and over again?
Yeah, same old.
So that's why we need a third party. I don't know if I'll ever see it, but any branch of Congress that votes to give tax cuts to the rich should be vote them all of them on both sides out, because it makes no sense for public servants. They work for us. Now, when you guys think about it, they work for us, right? We pay their wages.
Yeah, we're paying their salary.
Okay,
yes,
so we're the bosses. They work for us, but we're poor and they're rich. But we're the boss. This makes no sense. Usually it's the boss who has the money, right? So how could it be if they work for us and the majority of America is relatively poor? This makes no sense, right? That you work for me, Congressman. I tell you what to do, right? I'm just saying,
Well, it's not just based. We the people. I mean, it's in the Constitution.
We the people.
Yeah, and
we would talk
but
about.
We elect
Medicare.
these people. We elect these people.
I know.
To represent us, and as long as we got good ones,
promises.
We'll back them up.
Right.
But once they screw up, and then get them out. Get them out.
That's why we need term limits. Right. Both
Yes.
sides. Term limits,
Yes.
both sides.
I would agree with term limits
Yeah.
100%.
2 terms.
Well, you have that with the
Two terms.
presidency, but you don't
Yeah.
have with the
Right.
Speaker
2
of the
terms,
House.
2 terms. Maybe 3 if you do good. Let's say you passed Medicare for all and now our moms can get dental and vision and all that and you did something good. Okay. You know what I mean, Tim. Some just basic
I know what you mean.
basic needs, nothing fancy. Then you deserve a 3rd term. I'm just saying. But
Right.
besides that, tax cuts
Hello,
for the
Adam.
rich, send a horse's head. Hi, Adam.
And here's another thing that
Took a
really
rod.
gets under my skin. Is once these people do get out,
What
they get
happened?
the same benefits and the same pay after they're out of office for the rest of their life.
And that, thank God, I will not swear. I'll just say I totally agree with you, Dan. Totally agree with you, and I'll just stop the Z right now with my tongue.
It's all good, man. It's all good. Look, but just common sense. Just if you just bring down the rhetoric, and just now wait a minute. They're against quote unquote socialized medicine, but all of Congress has socialized medicine paid for by us.
Yeah.
So when they say it's bad,
For
it's one of
life.
2 things. They don't
Hey,
have
they're
a
covered.
stinking clue what they're talking about, or they're lying.
Well, they're covered, and we're not.
I think they know what they're. I think they're lying. So if it's good for you, it can't be good for. This makes no sense.
And then
I'm
our
just
deductibles.
saying.
Think
And
about
then
it.
there's deductibles.
Before you're
our-
covered.
It's all part of the look. Our military, veterans benefits, Medicare is American socialism. Let's call it for what. No, I'm not. No, but oh my gosh, I'm not talking about Venezuelan socialism or Nicaraguan
Right.
socialism. You know what I mean? I'm talking
I know what you mean. I
American
think our veterans
socialism.
deserve. Our
It's
veterans
not
deserve
bad.
what they get.
American socialism works because we've had it for years. You want to get rid of the military? Of course not.
No.
You want to defund the police? Well, then you would defund
No.
socialism. Of course not. So when people say we don't want socialism, stop and think for a second. What are you saying?
Well,
Anyway. Again, you have to say
I'll keep my mouth shut.
American socialism is good, not
I'll keep
foreign
my mouth shut.
socialism. I know. Kenny's in the house. Welcome. If I'm president, free Ubuntu Mate sticks for all. About the Ubuntu Mate USB sticks for all.
I still will not forget when Slim Man was like, "What kind of drink is that?" When he was on his,
Ubuntu sounds like a power drink, like Red Bull.
I'll never forget
Red
that.
Bull, I know.
That was hilarious.
I need to have him back on. And what was that thing with? Oh yeah, that was last Chris. I need to send him a text again and back. What was it? We were talking about a kung fu thing. Remember that? What was
Just the
it?
look on his face. The look on his face.
He
when
was like,
said
"What? Iron crotch." That's what it was. There was a thing called iron crotch, where you train yourself to be tough if somebody kicks you like in Doug Hodis. It was like, what is like a metal band? Iron crotch. Yeah, like Iron Maiden.
Ugh. That was funny.
Man.
Yeah, that was
I gotta get Slimmy back on. So he's a cool dude. One of these days I'll see him live, but he's out west. So check out Slim Man, slimman.com, just like it sounds. Trust me, great guy, and cool dude. So anyway.
he was funny.
Adam is sitting at his desk drinking some really amazing tea. Well, good for you.
You need to spike it, Adam.
Yeah, that's right. Put some mate herb.
It's Mate Herb in there.
Anyway, for those of you joining late, this is just a version of Thank TOS. It's Friday.
Good to be
It's
here.
been a while since I've done it, and
I miss you guys. I do. Trust me.
Yeah.
Like I said before, I'm always in the background, Carmine, and
I understand. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
oh,
There's one
guys are
day
great
that
friends.
indexes the week for me, so I know which day it is. And that's
Say
the
that
day I
again?
got to take the garbage can out to the road for the garbage truck. Then I know it's Monday.
Okay.
oh my God. And I want to say thank you to everybody in our Linux community for all the thoughts and prayers for Mom through this past year and a half, basically, with her. Many thanks. And I tell her when I do communicate with the Linux community that that they wish her the best, and she likes to say to everybody that many thanks on her part, to all you guys. You guys are all the best. So
Awesome.
thank you so much for, again, the thoughts and prayers
Awesome.
concerning
We're
her.
all we are a worldwide community family
Yeah.
here, and I'm
Love you
proud to
guys.
be here after 11 years.
No,
This-
love you
this
guys.
thing is
Guys are
Timo,
good
you
people.
spend
Love you
as
too.
much time as you
Yeah.
can with your mother.
Yeah.
Trust me, she's the last one left, Dan. Pop passed away back in 1984. He was a 44-year-old man. Many family members have gone, and of course, friends, that I've had younger than me, I try to. She's 81. She's kicking. She's the Italian one of the family.
Okay.
She's stubborn. I mean, I'm Spanish Italian, and she's stubborn. But I tell you what, I think that's what keeps her going. It's just her stubbornness, and
Yeah. Italians.
she loves to
they,
argue. She
Yeah.
loves to
Yeah.
argue.
Oh, yeah, that's what. I know. I'm sure
But that
some
keeps
of you.
her. But
Yeah,
that
go
keeps
ahead.
her.
Yeah.
That keeps her healthy,
yeah,
man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Keeps
yeah.
her healthy,
It
and she's
keeps the mind going. Yeah. Yeah.
and
yeah,
she's
totally.
funny too, Carmine, because
Yeah, yeah.
sometimes
No, I know. Yeah.
she'll do something, and it's like she's egging you with that little goofy look on her face, knowing that she just crawled underneath
Sometimes-
your skin. Yeah,
Sometimes a mom will get the phone. It's a telemarketer, and I'll hear about fungal slabs.
yeah, but yeah. That's I mean, but she's the only one left out of like even my ex-wife. She's gone, and my boys' grandparents are gone on my ex-wife's side. And then, of course, my good friends, everybody's gone. She's the only one left, and we're just keeping her about, And she moves around good now, so she's
Yeah.
she's there,
Cool. I'm sure some of you have heard the pandemic Italian joke that Slimmy told me. All right, so the joke goes, "Hey, there's a new Italian COVID vaccine,
Uh-oh.
but it's a suppository. Okay, it's called innuendo."
Okay, I just snorted.
That's okay. That's
Oh, boy.
that's Slimmy's. That's Slimmy. What he does is the show on he's clever. He says, "Yeah, I saw my drinking buddy here at California. I went to the hotel to the inn. It's called Dick's Halfway Inn, where he goes sit there,
God.
stuff like that." But that's how he starts the show with the joke. But that's
Such a
that's
straight face too.
that's joke is from Slim. Yeah, he's had a few. He's had a few, but that's clever. He of course he told that Christmas joke last year. I don't know if
That
you guys
was a
remember.
good.
That was a
I-
good one. Yeah.
I was there, yeah.
Yeah, so maybe we'll have him tell it again if he jumps on here. I'll send him a message to jump on for the holidays. But yeah, Slimmy, I've been following him 25 years now, since '95, from my Florida days. Yeah, yeah. He writes his own tunes, plus he sings Dean Martin songs and Frank Sinatra. He has a natural gift. Yeah.
Adam. I'm just
Oh,
reading
jeez,
comments.
I
I'm
just saw it. Yeah, yeah. I'm not
I'm
getting
reading comments.
involved. Steve says, "Bite me, Adam."
No, you all are the best in this entire community, from the Biddle community to everybody. I mean, DT and I mean, a lot of the stuff they do is above my pay scale, above my head. I'm just a general user, and I gotta say, you guys are all the best. Every one of you are awesome.
Well, you know why we're all the best? Because we are all polished, like mag
There you
aluminum
go.
polish.
Is that
my.
Mothers or McGuire's?
Mothers.
Mothers,
This
okay.
is what I used to polish the headlights on my son's used Lexus. Polish the
So-
headlights.
Oh, that works. Yeah, that'll work.
Level
Yeah.
polish on glass.
Mother's-
Or
Mother's mag and aluminum polish. It's a white compound, and it's right on the headlights. Yeah,
I need to.
it
do
works.
Huh.
It works. Trust me. I
So what
wasn't
does
gonna
it
do this.
If your lenses are cloudy,
Yes.
Hold on a
You
second.
clear
Hold
it
on,
up.
guys.
If
Pretty
if
good.
they're damaged or scratched, it ain't gonna. But if they're cloudy, this should help. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, try it. Yeah, yeah. It works. I'm not being sponsored by Mother. I wouldn't mind being sponsored by them, but this is just a personal thing here. It does work. So anyway. So yeah, we're just for those of you who came in late, we're just doing a little chat for Friday night. Thank TOS, it's Friday. It's been a while, and just shooting the breeze, as it were. So, you know,
I'm glad to come down. I'm sorry I missed you guys all this time. I'm still here, Carmine.
good.
Still here, buddy.
Yeah, I wish we can get more people involved, you know, like it used to be. But maybe when all this mess is over, you know, pre-pandemic, we would have like 10 people in the chat or joining at 50 people here in the chat box. Those are the days that I miss. So, but maybe next year.
No, we still got a good thing going here.
So,
and Ron, you're an awesome dude. You're an awesome dude, man. I backtrack on some of the videos that Carmine does, and I watch them, and big part of this great Linux family, brother. Awesome.
Thank you.
You're more than welcome.
I just
and plus, you're
on.
Canadian, and I had some bias to Canada because I did a lot of traveling there in the past.
Okay.
And especially up the 401, going to Toronto, Mississauga, and all that.
Oh,
yeah.
man.
So that's why I asked you
there
about
you go.
that. And,
Yeah.
You're experiencing Canadian at the worst.
oh, I met some great friends up there, and when I got back home here, I used to cross the Ambassador Bridge coming back home and stuff, and because I would have to go to Detroit to pick up the MTech empty little containers that the mail carriers would carry. Big 53-foot trailer that only weighed about 7,000 pounds.
Yeah.
It was nothing. And I'm in these detrimental winters up there. It was unbelievable.
Yeah,
And then, of course,
winters
the 402. Oh, I know it does. Then the 402 off of Port Huron shuts down, and then it meets there in London, where the 401 comes in.
Yep. That's a nasty spot. Yeah.
Oh, tell me about it. Well, you got Lake Erie, Lake Huron, and then Lake Ontario. It's just covered. But I met a lot of good friends up there, and so it brings back memories. So it's awesome to meet a fellow Canadian. So you're a brother to me too, just like my brother down under, Sleepy down there in Australia. So
Speaking of Vincenzo, see what he says. If you want more viewers, you need to show some skin. Just ask Steve.
oh shit. Sorry, excuse me.
I think that's fair.
Okay, I'll show some more skin. There we go. My arm. No
There you
flab.
go.
See, a tone. Yeah. I should do like a pay-per-view, like a Toskini, right? I should do.
Tough
Isn't
seat.
there something called like OnlyFans where girls or guys go naked and right? And you pay like a monthly. Hey, I'll do like Ubuntu in skin or something, skinless or something, But
They tried to do that to DT and get him in a mankini.
I exactly remember
man.
that.
Toskini.
I
Yeah.
Him and EB, I think, were going back and forth with the mankini thing.
Yeah, EB's a character.
I love
He's
that
a
guy.
pistol, man.
I
Yes,
love
he
that
is.
guy.
So do I.
Especially
So do I.
when he gets going and he's rattling off all that Cockney rhyming slang, and I'm going, what does he mean by that? Oh yeah, I get that. Cheese and rice. I love that. That's my favorite one, I think. As opposed to Jesus Christ, cheese and rice.
Trees and rice, mates.
Yeah, he's a character. I wonder what ever happened to Zeb. Just like Rocco, they kind of disappeared.
I think Zeb, he might have went back to Windows. I know he likes to play a lot of World of Warships, and he's got his own clan.
Okay.
Okay.
No,
And
EP's on a lot.
I tried to play World of Warships over there on the UK server. The thing with World of Warships is once you get on a server, you can't switch. Well, then all my family members and stuff like that decided they wanted to play. And I'm stuck on a server in another country. And I had to give up everything I had and start over to play on a US server.
He wasn't sick or nothing like that for a while, was he? Became ill or something, Dan?
Not that I know of.
Okay. Yeah, EB's a character. He's a character. Guy cracks
I
me
know
up.
when Mark Graves passed away, that really tore him up.
Yeah.
I think that's probably the main reason he's.
That took a big
MIA.
chunk of him out of him.
Yeah.
And Steve, you knew Mark Graves, correct?
I mean, I chat with him, and he would watch the stream. He would
Hmm.
uh, he would troll,
Hmm.
and if I said something maybe a little off on peppermint, he would jump into the chat.
Okay.
And scold you.
Yeah, I understand it. You guys, yeah, he was a very intelligent person, and it's a shame what happened. You know.
Yep.
So
CFWW is in the house. Welcome, CFWW.
let me go back to the chat here.
Happy Friday to you.
Happy Friday.
CFW, it sounds like one of those stockbrokers from like Charles Schwab. Buy your stocks from CFWW. No, just sounds like it. Yeah. Anyway.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, Spin Viking. I didn't say hello to you. Sorry, brother.
Did you see the? Speaking of high tech, did you see with this the SpaceX crew has a broken toilet and is using diapers?
That is not a good situation.
That's
It's not very high tech either.
No. I guess you just can't eject your poo into space because that would be like a projectile, I guess. I don't know. But yeah, it's a broken toilet. Yeah.
Must be using Windows.
Guess you can't. Yeah, I guess. Yeah. I guess you can't call a plumber in space, right?
Yeah, really. Have all these depends floating around and orbiting the planet.
Oh yeah, that would be triple time.
Oh, wow. That would be a bummer. You're like up above the earth and you got to poo. I'm like, what? Nobody brought a plunger? But anyway. Yeah. Trouble with the toilet.
Linux to the rescue.
Yeah. I'm browsing through some world news to see if anything catches my eye. Oh,
Don't let it pull it out.
Let's see here.
I can only take so much news as far as politics and international news goes. I have to limit myself to 15 minutes a day maximum, and that's it, or else I wind up being very grumpy for a long time.
Tim, did you catch the news a couple of weeks ago? We did a news nonsense where a Boston high school was forced to use a party bus with stripper poles for a field trip.
Cool.
No, I did not see that.
Yeah. They put stripper poles in, and the school bus says party ride. Yeah, I bet. Party ride. Anyway,
Okay.
I guess the budget was cut and they went on a party ride with stripper poles. Okay, well, there you go. Whatever works. Yeah.
Yeah. No, I did not see that. But I'm with Dan on that. I'm with Dan on the news.
Wow.
It gets overbearing.
Mexico is holding a lottery for El Chapo's safe house.
Oh my God.
Why not?
Oh Lord.
Yep. Just put it on GoFundMe or something.
Okay.
Yeah. Metal music. That's one for. Look at this. That's one for. I'm gonna mark one for metal music. He says, if you could poop in space, eventually people might experience crap reception.
Is that what happened with that asteroid that just about almost hit us that they couldn't find a couple days ago? Or they missed it? It was like the size of a refrigerator. Maybe it was just, all constipated extractions from the Space Center. I don't know.
There's an old joke that goes, in space, Mexican food could be considered a form of transportation. Oh, man. Anyway, this is a nice headline here. After a long COVID battle, Iowa man decides to wed in hospital. Well, sir, good for you. I hope you get better soon. We need more love in this world. We really do. Yeah.
Yeah, we do. We do.
Mm-hmm.
On all ends.
Yeah. Yeah. Let's see here.
But anyway, Dan, yeah, I totally agree with you on what you said earlier. I get tired of hearing all the horse crap that we got to deal with every day. I got to break away
Yeah.
from it. I got to break away from it. I need some laughter, and a lot of times I'll watch the Hodge twins or something.
Don't bring
just
me
to,
down.
Yeah, just to give me a laugh. I need a laugh from time to time.
Speaking of new music, ABBA released their new album today after 40 years.
Yeah, I heard something about
The
that.
Swedish, yeah, ABBA. That's the album is called Voyage because it's been a voyage for them. They sound great in their 70s. The harmonies, the voices, gifted. Of course, my favorite song of theirs is Fernando.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Can you hear the drums, Fernando, after eating Taco Bell? Can you hear the drums, Fernando?
How they looking now?
They look like they're in the 70s. I think they're fine. Yeah, no,
they're still looking good. Huh?
Yeah, the guy said we took a 38. We went back in the studio after 38 years, and it was like we never left. Like everything just clicked. They have a gift, just like most artists do. They did it because they really don't need the money. They're all millionaires. They just wanted to do it, I guess, for the fan. But good for them, and they sound like ABBA. If you like ABBA in the past, you'll like them now. I heard all the songs today streaming, and yeah, they sound like ABBA. Yeah.
Yeah, the music front this week, I heard on the news that Bruce Springsteen, the boss, sold his entire music catalog to Sony for X millions of dollars.
Really?
Yeah.
Yep.
That must have been a lot of millions of dollars.
Yep.
Wow. Yeah.
Turned over all the rights and the catalog and everything to Sony.
Wow.
He did a podcast with Barack. Talk about music and that.
Mm-hmm.
My wife and I were listening to it a couple weeks ago. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
He did a podcast with who there, Steve?
Barack Obama.
Oh, okay.
So is that Obama's latest gig, podcaster?
They talked about music and what it meant to them, and
Yeah.
it was a unique pairing.
You don't hear too much about presidents and their music, come to think of it. You just, it isn't mentioned. Not that it makes any of them just an observation, yeah. But you just don't hear too much, yeah. Oh.
It's another thing to argue over. That's why they don't mention it.
Yeah. What, you like Rush?
Yeah.
F you, Mr.
Hey.
President. I know.
Hey there, Ron. Rush is my ultimate number one band.
yeah.
I saw them 7 times.
Oh,
I go back to before Neil Peart was the drummer there.
I like Rush.
I saw them with 2112,
Over 30 years.
Caressa Steel.
Mhm.
I saw them A Farewell to Kings, Hemispheres, 1977.
Wow.
Roll the Bone. I saw all
Roll
their
the bones, roll
yeah.
the bones.
and that was Roll the Bones was in the 90s, 90, 91. I wanna
Yeah,
say.
I like Roll the Bones, yeah.
That's a good album.
Roll the bones, roll the bones.
But one of their good ones was called it has the picture of the Stones on it. Can't think of the name of it. It's a really good album. I'll think of it. But no,
What
Rush is my
Moving
ultimate.
Pictures.
No, Moving Pictures was in 1980, 81. No,
I
this
have
was
that one on vinyl.
that's a great album.
One of my friends went to see the Rolling Stones in Pittsburgh.
Oh,
Mick
their
Jagger.
Rush was incredible.
Yeah.
And I saw them. I want to say the last time I saw them was the Roll the Bones concert back in '92, and Primus opened up for them over at the Allstate Arena there in Rosemont, which Steve would know where that's at, off of I-90. So, yeah, great band, Toronto band.
Vince is saying the Presidents of the United States of America. That's a band? The Presidents of the United States of America? No, I don't know. I don't know if it's a joke or. Look, nowadays it's hard to tell
Yeah.
what's a real band or not. Yeah,
It's the band of their own brothers, and
yeah, I guess so. Yeah, I could see Obama on drums, Trump on guitar, I can see Biden on sax. That's boy, there's a sight there, you know.
No,
but,
Clinton's the sax.
Clinton. That's right. He is a sax player. That's right. Yeah. That's right. Accomplished sax. That's right. I remember now. Yeah. Wow.
I can see Obama fronting it.
Yeah. Really.
Yeah. He
Yeah.
can move.
He's got a good voice.
Grunge bands, Vincenzo. Yes, a grunge band. Yes. In Naples, 3 wise men get COVID health pass to visit Jesus' manger. Okay. Good for them. Just catching some random headlines here. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, feel free to break it if you have news. I'm just chilling here, so yeah.
Sleepy put a Monica Lewinsky joke in the chat.
Oh, okay. Yeah, right. Yeah. Yes, she is. Kroger is looking into fake press release touting acceptance of Bitcoin Cash. Why not? I still don't get that, but okay.
Me neither.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know about you guys, but when some kind of really good scam deal thing or whatever comes around, by the time it gets to me, it's at the end of its life. Or it's already been milked out. Like back in 2002 or 3 or something like that, one of my other cousins told me, Dan, you got to get in on this Bitcoin thing. And that was like when you could buy them for $5 a piece or something. And I told him, no, it's like fake money. You know, it ain't worth nothing. Now look what what 1 Bitcoin is worth today.
I know. No, it's crazy, man. Yeah. Yeah.
Right. Money from nothing.
Yeah, really. And your checks for free. Dire straits.
Dire straits, yes.
Let's do some quick one-liners here that I found. Toss in some more jokes here. Yeah, Spin Triumph was another underrated Toronto band. I remember Triumph. Yes. Yes.
I have a Triumph's Greatest Hits vinyl album. I really like it.
I asked my date to meet me at the gym today. She did not show up. That's when I knew we were not going to work out. Okay.
Oh boy.
Okay. Relationships are a lot like algebra. Have you ever looked at your ex and wondered why?
That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
Pigs say, my name is Bacon. Crisp P. Bacon. Okay.
All right.
I think I saw that joke on Facebook. I started life out with nothing, and I still have most of it.
Most of nothing.
What's the old saying? From nothing comes nothing.
Yeah.
Right.
Still happy.
Okay. When wearing a bikini, women reveal 90% of their body. Men are so polite they only look at the covered parts.
Oh.
Today, someone knocked on my door and asked for a small donation towards a local swimming pool. I gave him a glass of water.
I like that.
Here's to start your pool out.
Sure is a water. Oh, God.
If you really want to kick it off, here's a big bottle of champagne you can bust inside of it.
Oh, man. That's a good one. Let's see. What else do we have here? Moses had the first tablet that connected to the cloud. True.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's true. Doctor, there's a patient on line 1. He says that he's invisible. Well, tell him I can't see him right now. Okay,
Okay.
what else do we have?
Happy
here?
Friday.
Happy Friday. Well,
Happy
there's
Friday.
That's what this is all about.
That was
limits
a
and
good one,
jokes.
actually.
It was,
That
yeah.
was a good one.
Yeah.
That was
My
not
girlfriend, my girlfriend told me she was leaving me because I kept pretending to be a transformer. I said, "Wait, I can change."
bad. Thank God I'm not involved anymore.
Okay. Anyway, I think my neighbor is stalking me because she's been Googling my name on her computer. I saw it through my telescope last night.
Oh boy.
The first computer dates back to Adam and Eve. It was an apple with limited memory, just one bite, and then everything crashed. Aha. Aha. Yeah. I was addicted to the hokey pokey, but thankfully I turned myself around. Okay, good.
Oh boy.
I can't believe I got fired from the calendar factory. All I did was take a day off.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I'm trying here, guys. I didn't pre-screen it.
No, these people are creative with these one-liners
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you got to really sit there and think about it.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, I got it. You know.
eBay is so useless. I tried to look up lighters. All they had was 13,000 matches.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Alcohol is a perfect solvent. It dissolves marriages, families, careers. Boy.
Livers.
Yeah. Wow. Okay.
Cheers to that.
Salute.
Salute. It's easier to preach 10 sermons than it is to live one. Ain't that the truth? Yeah. Yeah. Don't spell part backwards. It's a trap. Artificial intelligence is no match for natural stupidity. I would tell you guys a chemistry joke, but I know I wouldn't get a reaction.
Volvo spelled backwards is Avlov.
Ah. That sounds like a joke for insurance. Here's one. Photons have mass? I didn't know they were Catholic. Okay. Just read that 4,001,053,237 people got married last year. Okay, I don't want to sound an alarm, but shouldn't that be an even number? Okay. Yeah. Apparently I snore so loudly that it scares everyone in the car I'm driving.
Hair from Sleepy. Hair
Yes.
from Sleepy.
Yeah.
He goes,
Yeah.
two guys walked into a bar, the third guy ducked.
Yes. I don't trust atoms. They make up everything. Okay, let's see. You know, I'm reading a book about anti-gravity. It's impossible to put it down. Oh, wow, that was clever. Hey.
No, actually, you had us hanging for a minute, like you were really reading the book until you got to the punchline.
Within the book. Yeah, right, yeah. Okay. I have a question about the Bible. Did Noah include termites on the ark?
Oh man, that would be a problem.
Just a thought. Yeah. How did I escape Iraq? I ran. La, 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 da, da, da.
And I ran so far away.
Gotta get away.
There was another one. Somebody called. This is cold, but this is funny. Somebody called the Afghanistan suicide hotline. They got really excited. They asked if he could drive a truck. Yeah, just popped in my head, but okay, yeah. Hey guys, I'm glad I know sign language. It comes in pretty handy. Why, you're not gonna laugh? Well, here's your sign right here. Okay. Let's see here.
Where do you get these from, Carmine? What website?
I just typed in one-liners.
Oh, one-liners.
Sorry, yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
on Google.
Here's a prayer. I like this one. Don't give God instructions, just report for duty. I like
Oh
that.
my Lord.
That's a good one. That's not. That's makes sense. I like that. Yeah, yeah.
Bono and Edge walk into a bar. The bartender yells, "Not you two again."
A man walks into a bar with a roll of tarmac under his arm and says, "Pint, please, and one for the road." At what age would it be appropriate to tell my dog that he's adopted?
Oh Lord.
Oh boy.
Yeah. Intelligence is like underwear. It's important that you have it, but it's not necessary to show it off. Okay. I'm feeling pretty proud of myself. The Sesame Street puzzle I bought said 3 to 5 years, but I finished it in 18 months. A doctor tells a woman she can no longer touch anything alcoholic, so she got a divorce. Don't let worries get the best of you. Remember, Moses started out as a basket case because
Here's
baby floating down the river. Get it? Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
There's Sleepy again. I lost my job at the bank on my first day. A woman asked me to check her balance, so I pushed
her over.
So I pushed her over. Sleepy. Sleepy, you're something else.
A little boy asked his dad, "Daddy, how much does it cost to get married?" The father replied, "I don't know, son. I'm still paying."
I won't have the total until after the divorce.
Yeah. You know, I asked my wife if she ever fantasizes about me. She said yes. About me taking out the trash, mowing the lawn, doing the dishes.
Pada boom.
Don is in the house. He says, "Bada boom, boom,
Hey,
boom."
Don.
What's up, Don? Yeah.
Hey, hello,
Yeah.
Don.
Yeah. Rest in peace, boiled water. You will be missed. M-I-S-T. Okay. Look, I'm trying to keep these clean. Okay. Let's see. Plan ahead. It wasn't raining when Noah built the ark. That is true. Okay. Let's see here. A courtroom artist was arrested today for an unknown reason. Details are sketchy.
Oh my.
Again, these little one-liners. You got to really catch it. It's like, okay. But then you think about it.
I bought a vacuum cleaner 6 months ago, guys, and so far, all it's been doing is gathering dust.
Wife was trying to vacuum. Vacuum wasn't working. She goes, "This thing doesn't suck anymore." And the husband goes,
There we go. Yeah. The Big Bang Theory. God spoke and bang, it happened. Amen. Yeah. Teamwork is important, guys. Teamwork is important. It also helps to put the blame on somebody else.
Sleepy
Okay.
again. Sleepy comes up with these really quick. Two goldfish are in a tank.
"Got a boy."
One says to the other,
Oh, yeah.
"Do you know how to drive
Drive
this
this
thing?"
thing.
Sleepy.
Yeah.
Listen, fellas, but I gotta get running here.
All right, Tim.
It's been a pleasure,
Good to have you
and
on.
I will definitely get back on more often.
Awesome. Maybe next week. Yeah.
Yeah,
was fun.
definitely.
All right.
Yeah, I miss all of you. You guys are the best, and to everybody in the chat, stay safe. Till
You
next
too.
time. Okay, friends.
Okay,
All right,
take
buddy.
care, Timo.
Take care.
All right, bud. Dan, you too out there, and then Ron and just Steve. Oh, just everybody. Be good. Be safe.
Peace.
Okay. Later.
Later, Tim.
One last joke. A cop knocked on my door and told me that my dogs were chasing people on bikes. I said, my dogs don't even own bikes.
That's a rough one.
Anyway, all right, enough of the one-liners. I thought it was clever.
I
So,
know Russian dolls are so full of themselves.
yes, they are.
Like, I want to die peacefully in my sleep like my grandfather, not screaming and yelling like the passengers in his car.
Oh, man. Anyway, I had the ticker feeder running on top, and nothing really caught my eye. So let's get out of that newsreader. So, all right. Stick around for a few more minutes. It is 11 o'clock already. Wow. Time flies when you're telling jokes.
Yes, it
So,
does.
It does. So,
That's no joke.
it's true. So maybe tomorrow night I'll go see Mr. Bond.
James Bond.
Mr. Bond and Daniel Craig's last role as Mr. Bond.
The Bond.
Monsieur Bond. I wonder who the next Bond's going to be. I want the guy who did Superman, Henry Cavill. I think he'd be a good Bond.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. He actually applied for the role of Bond in '06, but the director said he was too fat. The story goes he had a little chubby stomach there, so Daniel Craig got it. It's a true story, I guess, from what I understand. So, you know. Then of course Henry Cavill got the role of Superman in Man of Steel years later. So, and now he may get his wish and get the Bond role. So we'll see.
So if Bond is dead, there is no more Bond. There's just like a female.
Well, they're gonna reboot it
007?
again. Well, I guess they're gonna reboot it. I guess that's how it works. That's what they rebooted with Casino Royale and Daniel Craig. You know, starting from the beginning, before he was a
Yeah.
00. So, I'm
That
sure
took
they'll
a
think
while,
of some. Yeah.
Who was
One of my
previous to-
favorites was Live and Let Die.
Live and let die.
Especially when they get in the
Music
boat
and that.
chase on the
Yeah.
on the
In
river.
Florida, that was in Florida. Yeah. Yeah.
Boats are flying over the roads and stuff like that.
Yeah. Live and let
Or he's
die.
running across a whole bunch of alligators.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think I'm trying to think if I have a favorite Bond. Maybe there was something about Pierce Brosnan. He had a more comic, humidity
He was
or
suave.
humility. Yeah. It's
Very suave.
yeah, and that car in Tomorrow Never Dies, remote control car with the cell phone. That was pretty slick.
Hmm.
I still remember that. That was pretty slick. Yeah, But anyway. For Your Eyes Only, yeah, that's one of my favorite Bond films, CFW, yes. Love the soundtrack to it, For Your Eyes Only.
Sheena Easton.
Shinny, yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think they did an X-rated version called For Your Thighs Only, but anyway, it's a joke. But, yeah, For Your Eyes Only, yeah. She's the only singer to appear in the credits of a Bond film. She made history back in '81, I remember. Beautiful film, by
TikTok,
the way.
man. That seems
More.
like yesterday.
More of a love story film, but
Now,
yeah.
Carly Simon did a song for one of the Bond films too. I forgot
Like
which one.
heaven above me, the spy who loved me.
Yeah, that one.
Very
Keep
good.
it all my secrets. Say yes, yeah. Nobody.
I know that because I
does
have a lot of
better.
Carly Simon vinyl and CDs.
Yep. Nobody does it better. Like Ubuntu Mate. Nobody does it. You're the best. That should be the theme song for Ubuntu Mate. Yeah. Anyway.
The Spy Who Loved Me.
The Spy
That's
Who
got to be in the James Bond credits too.
Great song. I think it hit the charts. That one and
Yeah, it charted.
For Your Eyes Only, yeah. Of course.
It's on all our greatest hits albums.
Yeah. I think the last great Bond song was probably by Adele.
What's really
Skyfall.
weird is you listen to her music, and her music is kind of like that tone, like The Spy That Loved Me, and it's not really fast. And then she's got this song, "You're So Vain."
You're
there.
so
It
vain,
like
you
upsets the
probably
whole
think the
album to a
song is
different
about
pop
you.
level.
You're so vain. Yeah, sure.
It's a great song, but it doesn't seem like it meshes with all the other music that she does.
Is that song about her ex, Taylor? Forgot her first name.
Actually, you know what?
Maybe.
There was a time when she was going to reveal who the song was about.
Yeah.
And the song's not about one guy, it's
James
about
Taylor,
three
no.
guys, and there's three
Yeah.
verses in the song.
Wow.
One of them is Warren Beatty,
Okay.
Oh.
Sure. Yeah. I remember.
from what I understand. I forgot what the second one was, and she said due to personal ties and stuff like that, she couldn't release the other one.
Oh, that's funny.
I don't know. You might be able to Google it and get better information.
Yeah.
But she did release at least one of them.
Well, guys, I'm going to end this. I'm going to listen to some more new ABBA. I think I got ABBA in my head now, you know. But anyway, it is 11:05 p.m. Do you know where your children are?
Okay.
So I'm going to call it a night. So, yeah, I won't be on tomorrow night. I'll either be watching a movie, the Bond flick, or be doing something else. So, you know.
All right, well, enjoy.
So I think I will, if we make it up there. Let's say we got to drive all that way to see a movie, but
Yeah, it's really
Thanks.
funny. The gas probably costs more than the ticket for the movie.
yeah, really. At this point, yeah. I know. Anyway, I'll let you know if the movie's any good. It probably is, but you know. But yeah, 2 hours and 45 minutes is the longest Bond film. I'll remember
That's-
not to drink before and go to a bathroom.
That's kind
break
of short compared to a Marvel film.
I guess so.
I mean, I went to see one of their last films. I forgot which one it was. It was the one with the super guy and the rings and all that.
Oh, that's all of them now, man. It's just,
That darn movie was over 3 hours long.
that's a long time to keep someone's attention. Anyway, all right, guys, I'm done for this evening. I'll catch you on the next one. Be safe.
Thanks, Carmine.
Thank you very much.
Take care.
Good to see you
All right,
guys.
Thanks.
take care.
Good to see all of you. Okay, bye-bye.
Take care.